Hi, it's Sunday. One of the things that makes mystery illnesses really difficult to get a hold of is their high neurological content. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm talking about illnesses like chronic fatigue, ME, Lyme, and all the rest of them. You know who you are. I used to have really horrible muscle cramps, the kind where you can't move for about 20 minutes when I turn my head or lift my arm or move my leg. I mean, I just never knew when it would happen. That's because the nerves that send signals to my muscles were messed up. So if this is something that's happened to you, now you know why. And neurological problems can screw up your digestion, your balance, your perception, and your cognition big time. So here's something that a lot of health workers don't seem to understand, at least not on a practical basis where they can actually help you function better. You have a few nervous systems, and they all need to be addressed to get back on an even neurological keel. It isn't just about your brain and spine, which is the central nervous system, and the one that most people think of when we say nervous system. You have nervous systems, plural. Some people are starting to talk about the vagus nerve now, which is great. That's the one that travels from your head down to the bottom of your torso, and it touches on a lot of areas and has a lot of effects there. But it's still not a complete picture to just look at the vagus nerve. You have to look at how it interacts with the other nervous systems, like the ones in the solar plexus, or the one in our hearts, or the one in our guts. And by the way, if part of your neuro problem is gut issues, just taking care of the biome probably won't help you. And this is why. Because the environment that your gut biome lives in is the gut wall. And that gut wall has your enteric nervous system embedded in it. Now, if your enteric nervous system is all riled up, it kind of doesn't matter what you do to the biome because all of those good things don't have a lot of chance of working because the place they're living in is in constant turmoil and upheaval, or at least they probably won't work long term. And if you've tried this kind of solution, you've probably noticed this. So there's another nervous system we have that's a little bit mysterious, although there's now starting to be a fair amount of science for it. I call it the outside nervous system. Psychologists recognized this many decades ago. They noticed that when you meet up with someone, your brain patterns change, and so do the brain patterns of another person, the person that you're meeting. Now, you haven't like stuck electrodes in their brains, or and they haven't stuck them in yours. So how does that happen? The basic idea, which other sciences are starting to glom onto, is that the outside nervous system is sending messages between you, and that is altering your brain, your neurological patterns. That's an important thing in entrainment, which is something I'm going to go into in my next video, because entrainment is one of the ways that we can get our nervous systems to go from chaos to order. So it's a really important thing to know about. But right now, I'm just going to say that on a practical basis, I think that our outside nervous system is the same as our electromagnetic fields. And that's how I work with it. So, right now, I'm going to show you how I work with the outside nervous system because for me, it was really key to calm it down. And I'm honestly not sure that there are ways to do it that don't involve energy healing, come to think of it. There are certainly ways to calm other parts of your nervous system down without energy healing, but I I don't know if there's one for the outside nervous system. That just occurred to me because I kind of had to make it up for myself. And that was what began to give me traction in my healing instead of just like having, ups and downs and never really getting anywhere. So I'm going to do some of the healing work I do in my classes and with my private clients for the outside nervous system so you can see if it's effective for you. Your job is to be as relaxed as you can in this moment. And I realize life is life. So, that's how relaxed that you can be. It's not like relaxation perfection. And then also check in with what you're feeling. Check in with what you're feeling emotionally and also with what you're sensing in your body, and check into your thoughts as well. Just notice what they are. It doesn't have to be a big thing, just a quick check in. Okay, and now I'm going to do the healing work. And I think that honestly, you get the best results if you close your eyes because the important thing about healing work and energy work in general is not what I'm doing, but what's happening inside you. I'm basically connecting with you through that outside nervous system, and I'm sending messages that will calm your nervous system down. So you can just relax and close your eyes. If you want to look at me, that's fine, but it's going to be really boring because what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes and go quiet because I found that silent energy healing is a super effective way of getting a lot of things done pretty quickly. Okay, so here we go. I'll let you know when it's over. Okay, so now check in again. What are you thinking? What are your emotions like? What sensations are you feeling in your body? If you're noticing changes, and if you like those changes, maybe spend a little bit more time noticing them and savoring them because that will integrate them into your nervous system, and that means those changes will last longer. If this video has been helpful for you, you're welcome to just come back and, buffer it up to the healing part and just use that. But something that I've noticed is that for serious physical issues, you really have to repeat and repeat and repeat the healing work to make any progress that kind of, lasts for a significant amount of time. I mean, definitely you can feel it for maybe a few days if you do just a little of it. But if you really want to get traction, you got to repeat and repeat. So if you would like to try that, you can go to my website, sundayoliver.com, and get a free download of the same healing work I just did by signing up on my email list. Sorry about that. Sometimes after I come out of doing healing work, I'm a little bit spacey and my words don't always flow so well. And if you notice that effect when you're receiving the healing work, it's pretty normal. So in my email list, I send out free healing work, practical tips, and new discoveries. And also, of course, you can unsubscribe if you want. But if you're having trouble with your nervous system and if this video has been helpful to you, I really recommend getting the download and just using it a lot and seeing how it helps you because this could be an opening for you to a new way of healing. Okay, so this is Sunday Oliver, and until the next time.